Yeah. All right. So on that note of this being a weird playoffs, Ronan, I got a theory that I'm working on that I want to drop on you right now.
So
I'm watching. I don't know if you're familiar with the American television program called Twin Peaks.
I am familiar, but
I'm
uninitiated.
I'm watching it at the moment, and it's incredible, and it's super weird. And so I was working on a theory for a couple of days relating different characters in Twin Peaks to different characters in these playoffs. Now, full disclosure, I'm only 5 episodes into season 2 of Twin Peaks. I don't know who killed Laura Palmer, which is the whole central concept of this show.
Does this contain spoilers, and should we do a spoiler alert?
The TV show came out in 1982, so I think we are spoiler immune at this point. Okay, so starting from the FBI agents, Dale Cooper is Blake Griffin. He's idiosyncratic. He's multi-talented. There's nothing he can't do. He hasn't lost his cool, which there are not many Clippers you can say that about. And his compatriot Albert Rosenfeld, the acerbic, the mouthy, the kind of an asshole FBI agent that works with him, is of course Matt Barnes, who is all of these things. I don't know if you saw that Vine that I'm going to revine of him straight up calling Dwight Howard a bitch on the floor. That is an Albert Rosenfeld move. However, Albert Rosenfeld is also a secret pacifist, as alluded to in Twin Peaks, and that goes back to Matt Barnes' tattoo on his neck of a pair of hands clasped in prayer.
Yeah, it's pretty unclassy. But yeah, I would have gone with a more current TV show. Game of Thrones, with just so many characters dropping like flies, but still the most interesting thing on television.
I think we're going to try for that next week. Let me run through 4 more of these. You got the Giant, who appears in hallucinations for Dale Cooper that gives him tips. That's Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan appeared to Blake Griffin in the first series and maybe taught him a few things that are going to hold his course over the next couple of games. In the sheriff's office, the Hawk is Paul Pierce, purely for the late game daggers. John Wall, my John Wall is James Hurley in Twin Peaks. He's young, he's good looking. He was the MVP of round 1 in season 1. You think that James is going to be super involved in solving the mystery. Season 2, he kind of disappears a little bit, watching from the bench in a cool suit or a leather jacket.
Will he be back though? That's I suppose the big question.
And that's what I'm wondering about James Hurley. But here's where we get to the meat of it, and this is Ben Horne and Jerry Horne, the crazy brothers in Twin Peaks. This is LeBron James, who's the rich guy, kind of puppet mastering everything in his environment, but you wonder if all of the things that he's building are going to be enough to stand up to it. And Jerry Horne, of course, is the crazy guy who you can't trust, who's capable of anything, might win the game for you, might also torpedo your whole season. That's J.R. Smith. And Laura Palmer. Who killed Laura Palmer?
Who shot J.R.?
Laura Palmer.
Different show.
Is the Golden State Warriors. At this point. This might come
Golden
out.
State Warriors, there's a dead body already.
Well,
is that?
That's the thing. We just don't know what happened. The Golden State Warriors were the regular season darlings, the champion of all media and highlights. Laura Palmer was, of course, a jewel of the community. She ran the Meals on Wheels. She was the prom queen. Did she have a dark side? Do the Golden State Warriors have a dark side to their jump shooting ways that is going to be exploited by either Memphis or somebody else?
Twin Peaks, of course, like the playoff, it's more about the immersive experience rather than the eventual outcome.
And
I think Laura Palmer's killers become irrelevant when you add in all the other goings on.
What's important is that we are all enjoying this David Lynchian masterpiece.
And it was David Lynch, of course, was Iman Shumpert's great hair inspiration. So there you go.
Bringing it up, wrapping it up with a nice little bow.
We love our hair.
Thank you for indulging me for that Twin Peaks tangent.
Oh, don't worry, Jim. I'll cut most of that. No, I'll leave it in.